Hello everyone, and welcome back, or if it's your first time here, welcome to the Tropical channel where I cover FTL Multiverse gameplay. Today I will actually be presenting a pretty special project of mine that I've been working on and putting a lot of thought into over the course of the past couple weeks, actually ongoing a month now, of a two-parter mini-series theme of guide that will be covering more or less the idea of how do I improve on my win rate, or how do I improve on my strategies to maximize my chances at a win in a given multiverse seed. This is kind of basically a guide aimed for improving. I don't want to say beginners, but more maybe beginners slash intermediate players who kind of just instead of focusing on I don't want to say meaniness of FTL Multiverse, but more of instead of focusing on the high the end game high end boss fights and quest lines and whatnot. These are players who simply just want to have the most amount of tools and expertise at their disposal to win a standard sector 8 run and just have a good time on maybe increasingly harder difficulties. Maybe for you that might be Hard-Extreme. For someone else, it might just be challenge standard, or however the exactly the difficulty system works. They changed it last update. I haven't got a good key on it because I exclusively play it on Hard-Extreme throughout my channel, so I'm pretty much just going to be aiming that guide for that Hard-Extreme framework. I guess a few more footnotes just to mention before we dive straight into this. As I've mentioned about a minute ago, in the intro, that this is a two-parter type of guide, and this the run today, the video that you're watching now, this is pretty much the first part of the guide I have in mind, which is more or less just gonna be a physical example of me executing my my advice, the advice I will give you in this run and in the second part, and kind of just my a hands-on demonstration of playing for win rate. And in the second part of this guide, which will be in a future video, hopefully not too long from this one. Ideally it'll be only a week or so after, but things might come up. But regardless, that second part will be, I don't want to say a number crunching type of video, but it'll be a more of a written a video essay presentation on specific examples and just a general an essay basically in just video form obviously, but not much, probably not much gameplay at all, maybe a couple clips here and there that I'll include, but that second part will primarily just be a presentation, for lack of a better word. And this part today will be an actual live game execution with my commentary and whatnot. And I don't want to say I forgot the second part, but I forgot exactly. I've kind of rehearsed this a lot, for the lack of a better word. So I've had a lot of takes on this intro, and they've all been pretty bad. So I'm just honestly at this point, I'm just gonna take what I've got so far, which is good enough for me. I'm just gonna run with it. So we will be playing pretty much the starter ship of FTL Multiverse, the multiversal Kestrel cruiser, which is obviously the first ship you have available to you when you first load up a multiverse profile. We'll be playing on Hard-Extreme, and from here on we're just going to be playing to win, I guess. Oh, I kind of just remembered what I was going to say. So I'll probably go over this more in depthly in the second part of this guide, basically the second video. But I guess just for the sake of what we're already here in the hangar bay and whatnot, this guide, as I kind of mentioned before, is aimed to solely maybe not help your win rate, but give you more insight on how you can improve win rate, how you can improve your strategy to win on more and more difficult seeds, more and more difficult scenarios, maybe on more and more difficult ships. Over the course of my channel, I guess you could say, I don't really I guess when for lack of a better word, when I boot up this game and like record a run, I don't really have in mind of like specifically win rates. Like, you know, it's pretty obvious when you see the way I play, grabbing Scrap Bomb in Sector 2 and Cura, you know, being you know, behind by 90 scrap in Sector 1 just for the sake of having, you know, a really cool late game high scoring seed. That's, you know, that's kind of a questionable choice for win rate, but you know, it works. You know, I'm not saying it does. I'm not saying you know, it's a death trap to play for a high scoring run, but for the sake of this video, for example, that's not going to be happening, right? This video is this guide overall is going to aim solely just, hey, your goal is simply defeat the multiversal rebel flagship and secure this Realities Federation to win. And you know, whatever happens elsewhere in the multiverse with the Nexus, with the obelisks, that's on them, right? All we care about is getting to Sector 8 alive and winning the game. So with that in mind, and with a good enough take that I don't want to scrap, let's just get straight into the gameplay. So we'll be playing on Hard-Extreme. We will not be grabbing the Magic Hat, as this is kind of like as I mentioned before, like a beginner intermediate type of aimed run. Obviously for like a standard like casual run, I would easily grab this, but you know, just for the sake of today, we're not going to be using that. We will activate the Mysterious Beacon, however, just for the sake of maybe encountering dangerous renegades later on in the run. And for now, we'll be doing a salvage mission for a minute amount of scrap. So right off the bat, what I'll be doing is I'll be changing my crew positioning because I would like to have this Separatist energy and I'm on a system that I can leave pretty easily. As ideally, I would want to have my weapons stay manned and engines can kind of, you know, move around. That's just kind of opening strategy that I like to do on some ships. If you want to, you know, if you do like happen to be like a returning video and you not video a viewer that watches a lot of my runs, you'll see that I do this a lot, just as a, you know, not exactly like a hard strategy that you need to like follow, but just as like a preference thing. I just like having the stronger universal crew be on systems that are, you know, not very important for them to man. Like they can, you know, they can leave and attend business elsewhere on the ship. Like for example, I wouldn't want to put this Separatist in piloting, because, you know, that would only leave me the ability to use a human for like maybe fighting against borders, maybe repairing systems, right? Maybe not fighting borders, but like repelling borders, right? And the NG is a much stronger unit for that role. So right off the bat, I guess I could also mention with the cruise itself is that the general idea in FTL, and not even just specifically multiverse, but FTL, is that your offense is your defense, right? And a really important piece to learn is that as you improve your strategies and your gameplays for, you know, winning a run in the best possible like way, you know, for what the seed and what your options allow for, your build order is a very important piece of deciding what direction you need to take the run, right? What the game offers you, what stores will offer you, and just how fights go overall. So this ship will start with 1 shield layer and 4 shots, which are effectively 6 shots thanks to the Pierce Laser 1, which gives me 2 additional, well, not 2, but 1 additional shield piercing per bullet, which is, you know, shoots 2 bullets, plus the 10 accuracy bonus. So, offensively speaking, this is a very strong start, right? This is effectively 6 shots, like I just mentioned. So, right off the bat, we're pretty much going to be going straight for Shields 1, which is not Shields 1, excuse me, but a second shield layer, which is primarily the strategy you're going to be using throughout a lot of your multiverse runs. Again, like the more in-depth explanation will probably be in the second part of this video, but just for the sake of this video, not, you know, just talking through the, you know, the next 20 minutes. My plan for this for right now is to pretty much just go straight for Shields level 2, as our offense is pretty much settled out. You know, it's kind of funny I have Cura here. It's actually kind of good to have Cura here because we're never going to go to Cura in Sector 1 for, you know, playing to win. So by having Cura here, Cura cannot show up like over here, which means we pretty much get full maximum value of Sector 1. You know, hopefully we can meet a store maybe somewhere around here. The starting augment we have gives us basically a long-range scanners, so we can kind of see exactly what fights we're about to enter into. Not probably for sector 1, not as important, but like later on, if I do keep this augment, it's gonna give us quite a lot of value over the course of the run. Avoid empty beacons and just know what kind of a beacon we might be encountering, you know, our very next jump. So let's go ahead and see what this next beacon offers. It's a ship detected, so it's pretty likely to be a fight, and funny enough, it's the Beam Master. Almost all variants and all layouts of the Beam Master cannot harm you in a generic sense, so this is going to be a pretty easy fight. Aim the pierce laser in the shield layer in the in the shield room first, just so my when my burst laser lands, well, rather than when I shoot my burst laser, I won't have to like go through a shield layer and then hit the system. 23 scrap is enough for a shield buffer, but I think I'll wait because I actually do have a pretty good opportunity to go to the merchant here. The merchant, well, on Hard-Extreme, he won't give me any free equipment. I can still sell 5 drone parts for a pretty good scrap head start. Because it's probably going to be a good amount of time before we use any kind of drone parts. Like, obviously, eventually we'll want hacking, maybe then drone control. But as of now, from like probably like from now on to like sector 4, we're not going to be using drone parts, right? Like for like an offense or defense. In an ideal world, hopefully not, right? This is pretty. I don't want to say a dangerous pirate fight, but they got mind control and 3 shots, so hopefully don't roll too dangerous of crew. I can pretty easily go into doors, and that's kind of an unlucky spot for them to land. It means the piloting will almost go down assuredly. Luckily, only the... I'm firing everything into weapons, so it guarantees go down. There was a pretty... a good hit in an empty room instead of a systemed room. Leaving doors open so that the oxygen will, excuse me, not doors open. Leave the doors closed, oxygen off so that the boarders will suffocate. They actually just shoot mind control just because they're annoying, and then we'll shoot the next volley into shields. Slavers will actually give you a surrender offer, and it's NG. If I didn't have the Separatist, honestly I would think I would take this NG, but because we have a Separatist, Separatists almost have next to almost all of the blue options a regular NG has, we won't take this. Plus, you know, scrap is scrap, right? So the alternatives probably would be like, I would maybe take a slug and maybe a mantis, but you know, 18 scrap this early on is pretty, you know, it's not a ignorable amount of scrap. So this is interesting. Having the distress store here does mean we can probably hit it pretty easily, and even if we don't want the store itself, it is still another fight we can take. And if we're lucky, Merchant could reroute over here as the fleet comes in and overrides his beacon. But I think what I'll do instead is that I won't go to the store distress, because the store distress has a very good chance of rolling a MB Rebel layout that has a drone and like a combat drone, and that's I want. It's not a lethal fight, obviously, but it's a dangerous fight, right? You know, a singular laser shot into my weapons, it starts a fire. You know, it's a fight I don't have to take, and I don't really have anything I want to buy right now. We're basically still going straight for shield, a second shield layer. You know, even if I go there from this one fight and like sell this augment, there's basically not like the only thing I could really buy is hacking, and you know, we had that hacking discussion a couple moments ago, so I think I will take these two beacons, maybe take a couple supplies, and then go into the exit, because we have 8 jumps before the exit beacon gets overtaken, so we want to be here at the supply at 7. So I'm thinking of like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, excuse me, I don't know why I'm miscounting, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or maybe 6, 7, depending on which, you know, how the beacons look. And then 8 onto the exit beacon. It looks like we won't have to go over here this time. So, yeah, let's just go into this generic encounter. This is an interesting encounter. So this is actually a completely offensive-less pirate, but they'll be running right away as soon as I attack them for their possessions. But I think with 4 shots, obviously, and them having about a 40-second FTL charge time, we should be able to at least invoke a surrender. We will not be able to go for shields this time, so we'll have to go straight into piloting. And hopefully trigger a surrender. I don't think this will be a crew kill, but maybe we can roll a few. That's a very good breach. That will delay the repairs. They have a maintenance drone, but it'll still delay the amount of time the piloting will take to come on. This is obviously not going to be a crew kill, just by the nature of them running away, and even if I get like a lucky breach off an oxygen, they have more than enough time to repair it and then run away, so this will be a forced surrender. Or maybe a forced kill if the surrender offer is very bad. Which I doubt. It'll be a medium scrap plus a piece of equipment, which is almost always a take, unless it's like a super bad piece of equipment. Okay, that's kind of an unlucky dodge. It looks like they're going to run away, which is unlucky. Had that second shot not missed, we probably would have been able to kill the pirate. A good moment to reflect on this event is that had I maybe taken maybe not like a less risky line, I could have asked to like, you know, aid in their possession smuggling, and then just report in the checkpoint for a low scrap reward, a guaranteed low scrap reward, without them having to run away. In retrospect, I probably should have analyzed that fight a little bit sooner, given that my volley timing is not timing, but my first volleys and ongoing are kind of slow at basically 11 seconds with the piercer. That basically gives me, like, assuming I hit every shot into piloting, that gives me about a minute and a half worth of time before they run away. And obviously, as you saw, if I miss shots or, you know, whatnot, that gives them more and more time to run away. So kind of an unlucky, but hey, we didn't take damage, right? So it's basically an empty beacon, which is okay as of now. At this point, though, given that we're guaranteed pretty much not going to go to a store, I'm going to grab a shield buffer, and then onwards to the next fight. Okay, it looks like it'll be a rebel, and it has only a basic laser, so I will be attempting a crew kill. I could train as well, but I'm not going to train for this run. Training, what I would do for training is I'll just put to the maximum speed, or not the speed sheet, onto like the highest number I can think of, which is probably like somewhere in the 3000s, whatever, and then just, you know, have them fire the basic laser over and over and over. So what I'm going to be doing here, as I mentioned, I'm executing a crew kill using the pierce laser. The pierce laser, what I'll be doing is shooting one singular shot into the oxygen room to maybe damage the system, but maybe even cause a breach, as this has a 30% breach chance. I don't think these rebels will run away. I could be wrong, obviously. I think this is just a generic rebel encounter, so they could easily run away. That's a breach, which is very good. A breach will drain oxygen incredibly fast, and it's in the oxygen room, so this guy will likely run out, and here comes the next guy. So we're going to fire one shot, and now they're guaranteed to die. So I'll just turn up the speed just so you don't have to wait as long. And we get 21 scrap. Up next, this store has next to no value, so I think we'll hit up the 3 distresses, and then go, not distresses, the supply beacons, and then go to the exit beacon. Oh, I still have the speed cheat enabled, whoops. Okay, so I'm gonna buy the second shield layer, and even though I don't have power for it, if I do need power, I can depower my oxygen and my engines for the second shield layer. I probably won't need it in some of these fights, but, you know, we'll see. Well, I will probably most likely. If they have 2 shots, I'll obviously need it, but, you know, it depends on how their volleys time out. Most of the enemy layouts in Sector 1, they don't really time out that well together. It's just a matter of fact that they have multiple shots and maybe drones that makes the fights dangerous, which is why it's very incentivized to get a second shield layer, which will pretty much make all fights like next to like no danger level. Anyway, on to the next beacon. This is a double fleet boost for a double reward, which is actually okay given our current routing. This is a one-shot enemy, so a one-shot laser enemy. So what we're gonna do here is that we're gonna kill this crew member before he can teleport back, and then breach oxygen like we did in the previous fight. That's a very good start. That's pretty much a guaranteed crew kill. Heal my guys up. And then since I got nothing better to do, we might as well train dodge a little. 30 scrap, which is pretty good. And actually, you know, what's funny enough is that I actually miscounted my jumps earlier. Good thing we got that fleet boost, because without that fleet boost, we would have basically missed a jump. So now we have 1, 2, 3 onto the exit beacon. I'll grab 1 power bar. Actually, I'll grab 2 power bars just so I can depower oxygen for another point of engines. Let's go to the supply beacon. Looks like we got a pretty easy fight. They do have Clombe, which is kind of a an annoyance, but we should be able to still cook this pretty easily, especially if they board into my medical system. So what I'll try to do here is I'm going to try and pierce Oxygen first, and then shoot Clombe, so that my burst laser is guaranteed to hit the Clombe once the pilot is pulled. It looks like I got fire in there. Oh no, I didn't. I forgot Clombe has a higher priority. So I'm not going to shoot Clombe again until after this guy dies who's repairing Oxygen. Because the guy who I just killed on my ship, obviously, you know, he's long dead. So I guess we can power engines up a little. Alright, that's a guaranteed crew kill. So now it's just time to wait for the guy to die. Let's see how he's going. Yeah. Gonna be very, very soon. Get my orchid back on weapons, and then shoot for training. Oh, missed the training. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, that's a good surrender offer. I guess that is another good thing to mention as well, is that if you have like very easy bio kills like this, what you can do is that you can trigger their whole surrender to see if they have potentially a good surrender offer such as that, which gives the free Corbin beam. Which is actually gonna pretty much, in safe fights, it's gonna trivialize our crew killing ability. Or not trivialize, but trivialize the crew kill reward, for lack of a better word. So obviously I'm not gonna upgrade for it, but it's good to have in the bar. Plus, you know, it sells for scrap, and the sender off itself was pretty actually good. It was like 5 fuel, it's like 4 missiles, and the scrap. You know, definitely a take. That was like what? Basically 40 scrap and 1 beacon, which makes up for the empty beacon over here. The fight I kind of more or less foolishly gave away. Even though this is ship detected, I think I'll still go to supply beacons, since supply beacons do have a few good outcomes, like perhaps such as a double reward. Yet another incredibly easy fight. They cannot harm me, so I will be using oops, that could have been bad. Be using the Corbin beam to be killing them, crew killing them. Nice. Okay, up next we have the exit beacon. The exit beacon is a regardless if I crew kill them or not, it's a guaranteed medium scrap plus a weapon. So there's no point in trying to crew kill them. I'll just go straight for the kill. Kind of an annoying spot for him to go, which reduces my weapon charge time, but you know, oh well. These weapons don't sync that well, so the first volley I can ignore weapons, go straight for shields. Change places so that, you know, one of my crew doesn't get overly damaged. The next volley still won't time up that well. I will still shoot a shot into weapons, so it's not like, you know, a threat. And then we'll go into shields next, weapons again, and then this is pretty much the fight guaranteed in my favor. Nice, and then we get a light laser. Not a particularly helpful weapon, but you know, self a scrap. Onwards to the next sector, we have the Union and the Liberated sector. I don't think I've actually gone to any notoriety yet, so a Union sector isn't that bad. I mean, eventually I'm not going to care about notoriety, obviously. And Liberated isn't bad. It's comparable to Union. It's about the same, but just for the sake of, again, a simplistic Sector 8 run, we're not going to go to Liberated side. We're just going to go for the Union, maybe find some stores, because we do have a good amount of scrap piled up, plus the sellables. We could get an early auxiliary system, such as cloaking or maybe mind control or anything like that. Looking at the late game here, we got quite a hazardous late game, you know. But we'll get there when we get there. So onwards, let's go to the Union sector. This is a particularly dangerous fight with cloaking plus, yeah, like basically 3 heavy laser shots and the ASB. We're just gonna take the free stuff. If they hadn't had cloaking, maybe a slightly weaker volley, I would have taken the fight. But you know, for now, let's just, you know, play easy. Let's not anger the galaxy. Onwards, we'll go to this generic fight. Looks like a station. They do have boarding, which is kind of annoying, but at least they don't have any like hacking. I'm gonna move my guy around to doors because they'll be boarding with. Oh, really? I was expecting 2 people boarding, but it's fine. Gonna flash my shields. Okay, that was kind of a bad idea. I forgot burst laser 1 times out with ion blast, but I did hit my burst laser shot, obviously. Stations don't have a dodge chance, as they're, like, you know, unmovable. We're gonna ion flash this time, which does give us immunity to the burst laser. Had I let the ion blast hit my shields without me depowering them, it would have resulted in my shields getting ioned, which allows the burst laser to potentially damage me if I don't get a dodge off. This could be a decent crew kill, but yeah, they definitely have like either like an extinguisher or a repair drone plus their crew. I'm just not gonna bother with a crew, attempting a crew kill. Bad surrender offer. Next volley is guaranteed to kill them. 13 scrap, not that bad. This actually is an asteroid fight, which is a little scary, but considering it's a fight, I think I will take it. At worst, it's a bit of hull damage, and it shouldn't be in Sector 2, it almost assuredly is not going to be that, like, lethal of a ship. It is kind of annoying, but the chain laser is actually kind of slow at firing, and they don't have an offensive drone. We will have to vent weapons, though, so my Orchid does not break the weapon system. I'm gonna have to unfortunately tank this ion blast shot, which is okay. Wow, the chain laser actually fired. Huh. I didn't think it would. That's fine. Only oh, there's a fire here. Okay, the surplus energy should be able to take care of 1 fire. Uh-oh, charging. Hopefully they don't run. Auto scouts have a very fast FTL charge time, as you'll see. Okay, if that next shot misses, like the shot that's coming in right now into the system, they will run away, but I'm gonna take that risk. Okay. Oh, I had multiple shots, okay. Whoops. I thought I still had only 2 shots, like, or the 1 shot that was coming on screen. And I had an asteroid too, so. Kind of a dangerous fight, but, you know, that's just how it kind of works with early game fights. A story here is kind of good, so we'll take a couple more jumps and then hit the store, potentially for cloaking, maybe a long-term weapon. This is actually a very easy fight. They cannot hurt me, so we'll just do this. And then we'll go for a crew kill. Let's see what their crew looks like. Okay, a leech and a crystal. I'll do a little training here, just for, you know, whatever. Just because it might as well. Oh, let's not do that though. The crystal will almost assuredly die in the next 2 volleys unless he like ran somewhere, but he should still be here. Looks like my human got trained up, which is nice. Another 3% dodge. Okay, the crystal is dead, so yeah, we just gotta worry about the leech now. I'm gonna train my weapons a little, as I had mentioned. Yeah, I figured let's just train weapons. I was gonna avoid doing like a petty training like this, but I figured I got nothing better to do, right? Well, okay. I guess they're gonna die. Whatever. Anyways, that was a very good reward. A charge 2 laser, which actually isn't that bad of a weapon if I have to rely on it. We'll take these 3 jumps to the store and then eventually towards the exit beacon. As long as there's no fleet boost, we should be able to do this pretty safely. I don't think I'll put charge 2 in the bar. I think I'll still rather have the burst laser and the pierce. And I don't want to do any upgrades because we have a store coming up. We can pretty safely take these next 2 fights. This should be a pretty easy fight as long as you don't have like, okay, only real threat here is the Caesarean. They actually do not have, I think they shouldn't have a maintenance drone, but actually I could be wrong. I think they have 3 drone power, so it's decently likely for them to have. They do not have a maintenance drone, that's nice. So we'll go for the oxygen next. They do have clone bay, which is an important thing to take note of. I will double shoot pierce laser into oxygen because they can have level 2. They don't, which is fine. Okay, we want to not kill the Samanthus. We want to damage him, but not kill him so we can send him back over. Looks like they're repairing drone control. Let's not send a oh shit. Ah, oh, fuck. Okay, it's fine. Go for Clone Bay. Okay. Ideally, we want to send them back over with low health so we don't have to prematurely shoot Clone Bay. How's their crew looking? Okay, they got the Caesarean repairing oxygen, which is very foolish of them. He's gonna most likely he'll get it off, but then we'll just shoot it one more time and easy fight from there. I guess I do have the Corbin that I could have been using as well. Let's see. Maybe they do. He doesn't repair it. Nah, he will. Almost assuredly. Let's see here. Okay, he gets the oxygen. Oh no, he doesn't get the oxygen, but they suffocate. So as long as we don't take damage here, like from a like the drone being the drone, the Mantis should die pretty quick. He did go into weapons, but we'll just shoot into drone control. Wow, that's a super good reward. So even without selling any equipment now, we can afford cloaking, which is again sector 2 cloaking is a pretty good thing. Honestly, with that reward and having 2 sellables, we'll just go straight to the store instead of taking this fight, because it will allow me to explore the later sector anyway. This will be a quest. I think this is the fight, fight the slug hackers. We do have a good amount of missiles stockpiled, but I don't think it's go for missiles yet. Use the NG blue option for another sellable, and there's cloaking. Very nice, very nice. Oh, look at that, there's 2 Nixes in the store. That's funny. Wow, there's a lot of stuff in the store. Okay, so we're not gonna use this battle drone almost never. Maybe use this eventually, but just for the sake of cargo, we're not gonna use it. And then light laser is a not very good weapon for us right now. Doesn't really seem like there's any other systems I'd want. I could buy hacking just prematurely, but I mean, I think it's just better off to keep what we have now, keep this charge laser, keep the Corbin. You never know, it could turn into a very bad seed all of a sudden, have have very bad weapons from here on out. A missile pivot is an interesting idea, but with given that this is a casual run, well, not casual, but a basic simplistic sector 8 goal of a run, we're not gonna go for missiles. So excuse me, I was just checking my phone. Someone had sent me a text. Okay, so let's buy a power bar and doors just to make anti-boarding a little bit more easy. And then let's go to, let's see, we got 6 jumps, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks pretty good to me. Just a last check, make sure I didn't miss anything obvious. We don't really need to buy crew, to be honest. If we need to buy crew, we'll buy it eventually. But for the time being, the Separatist plus the Orchid having doors in Sector 2, it should be plenty of leeway to fend off borders and whatnot. Plus, we'll hopefully get some free crew through slavers and whatnot. So. Let's go onwards. We will just be attacking the civilians. At this point, we don't care about notoriety. We don't care about how people think of us. We just want scrap. Contrary to what beginners might think of notoriety, we actually don't really care about what the whatchamacallit, the government, well, not the government, the galaxy thinks of us. We just simply want scrap. I guess you could say that the penalty to having low notoriety is just people getting pissed off and fighting us, which is kind of what we want anyway, right? We want enemies to fight us, we want scraps, so I don't mind this one bit. Looks like they have Zoltan, should be a pretty easy kill. It looks like they might get the weapon repair off though. Unless I got the breach in there, yeah, okay. So, next shot will be a kill. Nice. Or the next beam swipe, rather. Let's go to the hackers. Ideally, we're able to crew kill the hackers, which will give us the maximum reward. But hacker vessels, of course, will roll hacking and maybe even dangerous weapons. So depending on how their loadout looks, we might not be able to attack them or crew kill them. Excuse me. Cloaking plus hacking and piloting, that should be okay. We'll go Corbin. It's a little risky to go for the immediate crew kill, but as long as we hit the burst laser and they don't bomb us some weapons or something, it should be pretty good to go. So the only real threat here is the breach bomb, which is like, you know, not that big of a threat. It could be annoying if it lands in like weapons, but it shouldn't. Well, I mean, obviously, well, spoke too soon. Luckily, our repairability is pretty good, so this should be a pretty easy. Ah, fuck. I should have cloaked that, to be honest. I just wasn't thinking they would hit cloaking twice, hit weapons twice. But you know, as of course, having an Orchid plus a Separatist, we can repair weapons pretty easily and fast. Okay, hopefully they don't land yet another bomb. I'm probably just gonna cloak it this time, to be honest, just to avoid any kind of troll. Okay, as long as this Corbin can get at least maybe a breach, or okay, they get the hull laser back up anyway. Shooting with a laser, double miss. That's kind of bad. Ouch. That's probably gonna be a hull damage. Let's like, oh, cloaking. Nice. Okay, good. Still bad because shield is still damaged, but now we can repair shields. Nice. Okay, kind of a tedious fight, but you know, it wasn't really that dangerous. It was just, you know, tedious. Alright, back to stations. Could do a weapon upgrade now. It's kind of expensive. I'm just gonna wait. Maybe there'll be a store right here that we could maybe potentially see. So 1, 2, 3, 4 looks good to me. Two fleet delay is actually kind of good here. Let's me explore another beacon. Yeah, let's just see if this is a store. If it isn't a store, I'll just upgrade for weapons, and if it is, then I won't, because you know, Sector 2, we don't need a weapons upgrade yet. Go to this empty beacon. Looks like a renegade. Ooh. Okay, I think with cloaking this is okay, but not a really good fight. Hopefully, okay. We do have piloting level 2. I kind of don't want to vent him out of piloting, just so he will stay in there. Okay. Okay, I probably should have cloaked the drone. I was thinking the spore laser, not the laser, sorry, the whatchamacallit, the launcher was gonna go off, but it didn't, luckily, so. What the hell? Oh, they have a dust spring on this ship. I thought they like boarded me for a second. I thought I was like tripping out. So let's fire again. Okay. Weapons are almost offline. We kind of want to get oxygen repaired, so let's just go in there now. Get the Orchid in there sooner than later. With the Orchid, we don't have a risk of suffocating, obviously, but you know, just so we don't have like critically low oxygen. Can repair it now. And because they only have a level 2 mind control, they will not break two system bars. Okay, just since I got nothing better to do, we might as well start go repairing. Come on. I'll just breach on oxygen. Okay, whatever. Okay. I could have maybe gone for the cool kill there using the Corbin, but this some of the renegades are I don't know if it's a guarantee, but a high chance of a double reward. So I just didn't really think of to cool kill them there. A weapons upgrade would have been very helpful there, but obviously I just you know, didn't have it, and I wanted to float scrap for a potential store. Does go to show how dangerous Sector 2 renegades can be, though. So, from what I remember, it was 2 fleet delay, right? So we have these jumps left. Unless, am I tripping? No. Yeah, it's these 4 jumps, because there's a 2 fleet delay, 1, 2, and then onwards, right? So, because this is not a store, it can't be a store. It's a ship detected. We'll do 2 weapons upgrade. Can't buy power for it yet, but you know, at least we have it. Up next, a ship detected. Just blow the ship up to pieces. Pretty easy ship. Just gotta cloak the missile and then crew kill. I don't know if crew killing this fight particularly matters in terms of a reward, but we'll do anyway. Gonna depower the engines to turn on pierce laser if we need it. I'll shoot 1 laser just so the heavy turns off. Let's see, I think they entered Medbay. They haven't, but pilot is pulled. They are pretty close to death at this point. Yeah. Nice. Buy 1 power bar and put oxygen in, power of oxygen into cloaking. I guess we'll go to distress next. I probably should keep the charge laser powered, but just because I'm lazy, I'll do the Corbin. We're in sector 2. These 2 weapons should be more than enough. We shouldn't need the charge laser quite yet. Let's attack the offending Lanius. I think this is an increase of wood by bio killing, but of course we're gonna go for this. We're obviously gonna like attempt to disable weapons, then go for the coup kill. Looks like the volley is not gonna time out very well. Okay, well, nice, good dodge. Shoot the pierce laser first, and then we'll do the Corbin. I could shoot cloaking to be lazy, or not lazy, but just to reduce the time that this fight's gonna take, but eh. Okay, looks like a couple of their Lanius are injured. I'll shoot 1 pierce laser into cloaking just so we get the Lanius in multiple rooms so they repair slower. Okay, W wood. Let's go for another power bar just for ease of mind, and then go on to the next beacon. Looks like here we got pirates with hacking and 2 shots. Okay, kind of annoying, but if I disable the weapons, we should be safe. Wow, it's a long hack. I'm gonna cloak that. Holy shit! I wasn't expecting a level 2 hack. Okay, I'm gonna have to shoot weapons yet again, just so the hacking doesn't troll me. Nice. Okay, let's see what their crew is. Wow. Okay, I'm not. They must have like a Zoltan or a whatchamacallit, a Phantom settlement. Nice. W wood. I don't think I need to particularly buy anything. Let's just keep floating scrap for a store next sector. Could sell drone parts for 48 scrap, but the fight itself is pretty easy, so we'll just take the fight. Unless I like need to skip the fight, it's pretty much always just worth taking the fight here, because you know, again, of course we're not using drone pods yet, but you know, just having a good stockpile of them now will, you know, it's not a bad idea, right? I don't think coup killing a civilian station like matters for a biokill reward, so we'll just do this. Just use, well, not just do this. I would use the charge laser to obviously make the end the fight sooner, but just use the core. Maybe it'll stall out repairs and whatnot. Bad surrender offer. And the next sector we got the slug and the rock. Kind of awkward choices, but we'll go rock just because slugs can roll nasty systems, even in sector 3. Wow, this is kind of a bad, for them, a bad loadout. They only got 3 shots, so we'll do 1 shot into weapons. That was very foolish of them to board into there. I guess we can put my human onto medbay just to clear these guys out faster. Next chance we get, we'll fire into medbay just 1 time. They do have level 2, which is kind of annoying. Missed as well, which is extra annoying. I don't want to trigger the ASB unless I have to, which I don't want to. Okay. Oh. Actually, that's fine. That worked out okay. Keep auto-firing the Corbin into medbay. Okay, they got 1 rock left, so this is almost a guaranteed bio kill. I think I got a breach off into weapons, or will soon. He'll go to weapons more than likely. Let's see if we can get a breach in there. Nice. Let's see if I can get some training. Let's see, did he repair the... He did. Okay. Let's just kill him. He got enough training. Aerius missile for free is pretty good. Unfortunately, because we don't have Clone Bay, we can't take the risk here. I don't want to lose a crew member, so... the Orchid did get trained in weapons, though, which is quite nice. I guess I could do a engines upgrade just for a bit more dodge. Helps my cloaking out. Sure. With the sellables, we probably will be able to afford hacking a store. Maybe even a good missiles and just, you know, pivot into a missile build. Just checking my desktop, see if anyone messaged me on Discord. Didn't, so... empty beacons and rock sectors aren't, like, valuable at all, so we'll just exclusively go for fights. A pirate crystal that disables my engines is kind of annoying, but they have particularly low hull, so this should be a safe-ish fight. Go all in on weapons. They will likely deal damage with this crystal charger. Hopefully, oh no, so we got a good dodge. Let's see what the crew look like. A shell and a vamp lead. Okay. Nice. It's a lot of fuel. Next fight. I could take the fight, but actually I think a rock is actually kind of good to have. It is an extra crew member, so we haven't gotten a free crew member yet, so I'll take the rock here. Plus it is, I mean, not dangerous. Obviously we have cloaking, so not that dangerous, but you know, I'll take a free rock crew member. That's a ASB, so let's not go there. I guess hopefully these beacons will be of value. I guess I could put the rock and shields, but I think doors is a better place for him for now. Oh, another renegade. Jesus, they got 3 shield layers. Shit weapons though. Not shit, but you know, not good weapons. Okay, they're coming into sensors, so we'll just vent them out from here. Okay, we'll go for the crew kill now that they have weapons disabled. Probably put the rockman over here just so. Jesus, that's a lot of dodges. Oh man, I thought for sure the beam swipe would have been fast enough. With these guys to roam around my ship, I don't really want to fight them, to be honest. Oh, I forgot they have a medic. Okay, let's just fight them just so they get off my ship. I think they have level 1 clone bay. Yep. Okay, let's go heal up. Actually, human didn't get damaged, so only these guys have to heal up. How is their ship looking? Okay, they're repairing clone base, so we gotta stop that. Looks like we got some guys in shields. Try to see if I could snipe this guy, but it looks like I couldn't. Let's try for surrender off. Actually, that guy might just die. Whoops. Yeah. Oh well. Well, I mean, decoy brace is good anyway. Good sellable. Distress beacon. Don't think there's any like blue options I could upgrade for at the distress. Let's just go upgraded cloaking now. Especially with being a ship with Tether stress, yeah, it's gonna be a pretty much guaranteed fight. They got boarding and mind control, which is kind of annoying. And a phantom, yuck. Okay, luckily the airlock will, yeah. I have to put my guy in here though. Okay, good dodge on that. 1v1 the phantom while I can. Okay, move these guys back into position. This mantis will likely break in, but you know. Oh, that was kind of dumb. I didn't have to let that burst ice of fire. I figured, I don't know, I kind of stopped paying attention. Okay, he will not break piloting, so. Kind of forget that my charge laser is in my second position. I was thinking my charge laser was firing first, but it wasn't. Okay, finally we got that off. Let's see what the crew looks like. Okay, he's soft locked into medbay. Let's you know what? Let's take another crew member. Why not? Okay, you guys go heal up. I guess you can now go into shields because we have a rock member on doors. Rock crew in general are good to put on on systems that they don't really want to leave often because of their reduced movement speed. So it's just, you know, like doors, for example, I want to keep doors manned as much as possible, as well as, you know, I guess shields, right? So having 2 empty beacons here is kind of annoying, so I guess we'll have to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to get the most value. Hopefully there's like a store on one of these soon beacons. Yeah, looks like we're good here. Excuse the cat in the background. We don't have any crystal weaponry to sell them. Asteroid field, yeah, let's go around. Yeah, let's sell missiles for scrap. Not using missiles yet of any kind. Let's attack the surviving mantis. Should be a pretty easy fight. I think they have an NG, yeah, I was gonna say. Because these mantises almost assuredly have an NG on board in all their layouts. I can't remember the exact percentage, but I think it's like 1 NG for every 3 or 2 mantis, I think. But sometimes they have a different ratio. Rock store with 2 rocks is could opt for an onslaught. Do I want to see this store? I think I want to see this store, so let's just use the blue option. Some good weapons there and some good systems. Nice. So we won't need the maintenance drone. I could keep the decoy buoys just for the sake of next sector. I doubt I'll get like another. I doubt I'll get 2 more augments by the time I visit another store in sector 4. So let's get backup battery. I don't really want to run mind control, but just for the hell of it, let's just do it. In my typical, like, you know, not careless runs, but my less careful runs, I go for like drone control over mind control, just out of preference. But you know, just, you know, for the sake of a standard sector 8 victory, you know, win that play to win, let's just do mind control. Let's like, I should keep the missile, but I mean, I'm not really using it right now. I could go missiles, but without defense scramble and being still pretty far away from it, unless I still like pretty much all my stuff, let's just not go missiles. Heavy laser is very tempting, as well as that flak. I think we're gonna drop off the pierce laser now because the pierce laser doesn't really synergize well with, you know, 2 weapons that need to go through shields, and this crew killing beam is still nice. So we'll go heavy laser, sell the pierce. Next weapon upgrade will be 85 scrap plus the reactor bar, and that'll pretty much be our offense for a good amount of time. For now though, let's anything last I want to do, maybe 1 hull repair. None of these crews seem that important, so yeah, let's just move on. Could do Clone Bay. And Clone Bay is the superior medical system. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Not like I'm going for the lab anyway, so I don't really need Medbay level 2. Okay. Although I guess I should go for sensors level 2 now with mind control. So let's move him to sensors so that we can mind control the pilot. Next we'll shoot Medbay. Okay, pretty easy fight. Sensors, just because I'm lazy and I want to put a crew member into my sensors. We'll go these 3 beacons. Asteroid field, they have not that bad of weapons, but with cloaking and mind control, should be able to pretty easily disable weapons. We actually don't want to shoot shields here because we're going for the bile kill. And if we shoot the shields and turn them off, they will very likely die from asteroids. You know, they could get a few resists thanks to the rock plating, but almost assuredly they will die from asteroids. So just shoot the weapon, kill the rock member, and move on. This is a guaranteed fight instead of the distress, so yeah, you know what, let's go to the guaranteed fight. Outcasts with 2 burst lasers. That's funny. I'll mind control the guy now, and then we'll go for weapons first. It's kind of funny how this guy prioritized the breaches over the weapons. I moved the guy out of piling so that he doesn't do unnecessary hull damage to piling, because I'm not going to go for piling now. I guess we could trigger surrender though. I don't know. Wait, do? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Outcasts surrender. I'm not tripping out. Okay, well if they keep resisting. Right. Let's grab point of engines just so we have. Once this NG gets trained, we'll have 40% dodge with backup battery at level 4 engines, which gives us a 100% dodge chance when we cloak. Explore. And nice, get the fight. Well, we always get the fight. So scrap the ship and then kill them and get a double reward. Not triple reward, but you know, a double reward. Let's just cloak now. The flak will stay on, but because we shot down the I should have mind control actually, that was kind of foolish. Maybe we'll move them both into here. Might take a hull damage here. No, it's fine, okay. Yeah, I should have probably cloaked the flak instead of the 2 heavy lasers, but you know, Okay, Confederate Coreworlds and limited settlements. I kind of want to go to the Coreworlds because I think we are prepared enough for it, but I don't know. This sector, when I fight the god, it's gonna guaranteed have an ASB, and I guess it is sector 4, so the god isn't gonna be that strong. Yeah, let's go to Confederate Coreworlds. I think we're prepared enough. We should be able to do it. Let's do the 3 fleet delay because we have drone pots. Ooh boy. Okay, 3 shield layers, boarding, and what is that? 9 shots. I think okay. We'll take damage here, but we should be okay. Like, this shouldn't be a bad fight. Okay, just have these guys go here. I kind of want to turn off the Corbin beam and turn on heavies so that we. Okay, please don't hit there. Okay, that's kind of bad that we didn't disable all of their weapons, but you know, it's kind of bad. We got go. Okay, nice job, human, for disabling that fire. Okay, next we're gonna go for the crew kill. No, never mind. I just realized. Yeah, we're not getting the crew kill with them having medbay plus the ASB. Okay, only 3 hull damage. It's fine. Just gotta kill this last vampweed. Nice. Weapons upgrade soonish? Yeah, soon. Let's just turn the Corbin back on. It would have been nice to crew kill them, but unfortunately didn't. I wasn't able to. Vampweed store is actually pretty good. It is gonna give us the unlock. Sit with the vampweeds, eavesdrop, and get the quest. Doesn't look like we can buy anything here, unfortunately, which is, I mean, fine. Not unfortunate, but put the vampweed on senses just because he's got. Actually, you know, he's shield trained, so let's put him on shields. Put the rock on sensors. Anything I really need to buy here? No. I could sell. Yeah, I'll sell decoy buoys now. I don't really need them. Let's go onwards. Because this is Fleeting Moon, and because the exit beacon is, well, obviously before the Fleeting Moon beacon, what we're gonna do is we're gonna dive, and we should, you know, between scaling throughout the sector, getting all the fights and scrap, and then eventually getting to this beacon. We should be plenty strong to take, you know, the fight itself, and then go back to the exit beacon with like thanks to this augment, which gives us basically long range jump. So let's go here. Just fight them. Yeah, pretty not that hard of a fight. We're gonna actually mind control the guy in engines. It will reduce his evasion more than shooting the guy in piloting. That's actually kind of funny. Okay, when they get each other low, I'm gonna then shoot the Corbin for an instant kill. Let's just go for backup DNA now before something like some crazy emergency happens. Take these fights. Take these fights, just this fight. Wow, that's a lot of shells. They have like 3 shells on board. Let's do bait 1 of them to explode. Oh, excuse me, both of them to explode. Let's just fight them off here. I probably should have fired into weapons, but we'll be okay. Ah, I should have depowered over there. Okay. Let's go repair sensors so we can mind control. Looks like I got a mantis in my cloaking. Let's go and fight the mantis once he goes over there. Okay. Might not be a crew kill because they kind of have low hull, and I kind of mismanaged the fight. We don't want to shell. We did just kill 2 of their crew though, so. Nope. Okay, let's see how much health they have left after leaving medbay. Okay, not bad, I guess. Okay, 1 guy down. 1 to go. Nice. I could take the slug here, but let's just take some more scrap. Already have the NG, already have the orchid, so let's take the guaranteed fight. Wow. They have a pretty bad setup. Wow, double fire, that's triple fire, wow. Yeah, I don't think you want to go in there, buddy. Alright. I think I'm going to float a bit of scrap. I think I kind of want to go for this fence scrambler now. As we get later and later into the game, enemies that can roll drone control can potentially roll higher level defense drones that can, you know, defend the ship pretty well against my volley. So, and of course, we don't really need a 3rd shield layer by having cloaking here, so. We'll probably get 3rd shield layer next sector if, you know, as long as we have the scrap for it. But 3rd shield layer now is not that important to get. So okay, we have basically like 9 jumps, right? So we don't really want to use them. We don't want to like use like too little of the jumps. You know, by the time we get to the fleet immune jump. So let's get defense scrambler now, and then just see what else the sector looks like for us. This is pretty interesting. You're gonna want to crew kill this obviously for the loot. Just mind control and have them fight each other. This is almost a guaranteed like whatchamacallit, reward, thanks to how easy the fight will be. Oh, whoops. I was trying to move him into the de-auctionated room, but he managed to slip out. Elite Spore Heavy, that's a very powerful spore weapon, but we likely won't be using it for now. Go to the stress beacon. We don't. We have the separatist blue option, so let's use it. It's a good reward. Unfortunately, we're gonna be going for hacking instead of drone control, but you know, 67 scrap is latest rewards. I think we'll go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, something like that. Maybe if there's a fleet delay, you could probably. Yeah, I'm not gonna give you 15 fuel. You're crazy. And you have a Vulcan. Look at this. 2 NGs, a Zoltan, and a Vulcan. Like, what the hell? I forget sometimes how like trivial the enemies can be. Oh shit, that guy just blew up. You see that? Okay. Up next, this beacon. This is unjustified slaughter. A missile plus hacking is kind of annoying, but with cloaking, it should be pretty safe. They do have a okay, I didn't think they would land those shots. Okay, free weapon. Ideally, we get another store like here, hopefully, because oh my god, look how much shit we have. This isn't like a coup loss through. Yeah, it's not coup loss at all. Actually, no, I was misremembering from the event. Normally, if I'm at full hull or like, you know, close enough to full hull, I'll just fight them. But because we actually could use some hull repair, I'll take the pacifist option. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully this beacon cannot be a store, so hopefully this one is. I guess the exit beacon can be a store as well. Let's go oxygen buffer and I don't know, census 3 just cause. Let's attack the cargo. Attack the ship for the cargo. Okay. This guy can go suffocate. Nice double reward. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Oh, actually, I will be able to see this beacon as well down here. So this could be a store as well. Hopefully it is. Send away party. I think I'll upgrade for shields 3 after this beacon. Jesus Christ. Hopefully there's a damn store down here. My God. Oh wait, what? I thought that option gave you the scrap. Maybe I'm misremembering. That event is like I forgot which option it is, but one of the options is like a low scrap reward for like I don't know, doing some heinous shit. Okay, kind of a dangerous encounter, but they don't have teleporters, so they won't be boarding me with their elite crew. Wow, 4 shield layers, huh? And 2 pierce layers I just noticed. Wait for the full volley to charge up. Okay. You can probably turn Corbin on now, just cause. Turn dodge up. Nice. I kinda wanna just, yeah, let's use the mind control on the Mantis now. I doubt this will be a successful bio kill, but maybe? Question mark? They do only have level 1 clone base, so they will clone at least one more guy, which kind of sucks, but hopefully it can break shields a bit more. Nice. how can we help? Let's just grab, well, because we have full cargo, let's just grab the crew. Kind of sucks that we have full cargo like that, but, yeah. Oh, the reroute's here. I guess the other reroute went to the next sector. Wait, other reroute? No, yeah, there's only, yeah, there's 2 reroutes. Yeah, I'm not crazy. Okay. Tyrell, that's not the one where I need extinguishers, right? I shouldn't need it, but you know what? Just because I'm talking about it, let's just grab extinguishers. Yeah, this is. Oh, this is the. Okay, luckily I grabbed extinguishers, huh? I do have the fireproof crew, so it's not that big of a deal, but. We'll go for weapons first. Should one with heavy laser into though. Kind of sucks to have that repair drone, but you know. The fire is very good for me. Kill, nice. And there we go. Yeah, I didn't have to buy extinguishers. We have the Rockman. Okay, 37 scrap is greater than the 25. And now we have a Ivar here. Nice. Unfortunately, we're probably not going to go boarding. I mean, I could, you know, it's not out of the question, but we most likely won't go boarding, so he's not that helpful, but you know, he's cool to have. I'm gonna go real quick, take my dogs outside to go to the bathroom. I'll just pause the recording for a second. I'll be back in a minute. Hopefully the commentary this run has been pretty good, and my guiding type of commentary has been nice as well. I'm trying to make this, you know, as specialized as possible, as opposed to my commentary runs I did before. I try to make it more. I'm trying to, of course, make this more of a guide, but you know, I have a feeling I'm not doing as great of a job. But you know. It's chill. We're having a good time. We're playing the game, you know. I'm having a good time, so yeah. Anyway, I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. I took a bit of a bathroom break myself, so kind of took a couple extra minutes to get back, but it's all good in spirit anyway. I had a bit of a time to like not self-reflect, but more of like reevaluate what I've done so far in this guide to actually, you know, make it a guide. So I guess the next discussion point is how we're going to pivot our setup into like a late game, because obviously the early game is over and done. We've scaled. We have a acceptable setup going into Sector 5, right? You know, heavy laser, soon to be hacking once we can find a store and sell off all this stuff. So the question is now, how are we going to prepare for more of a late game? Because having obviously hacking and, you know, all these lasers, that's nice, but you know, when we come down to the flagship, it's gonna be it's pretty much gonna be a DPS race. Like, yeah, they're not gonna do, the flagship is really not gonna, realistically not gonna do like that much damage to me, right? Like, you know, they simply won't. But in terms of, you know, maximizing the chances of winning, we need the like highest amount of damage in the short amounts of time in the most reliable way. And you know, maybe it's in other words, we need a stronger setup, right? So all fingers point to like missiles, right? Obviously, you know, this is multiverse, but if we're gonna go missileless, we're gonna go standard Sector 8, just, you know, win under any causes, you know, whatever. What I'm thinking of doing at this point is I'm looking at my setup and, okay, well, the only thing we're really missing here is more of like a reliable like way of doing a lot of system damage at once. And what I mean by that is that we have a good alpha strike, right? You know, with the charge 2 plus the burst laser plus the heavy laser and then hacking. That's a good amount of damage up front, but like the flagship has multiple systems that we need to take down. Right? Obviously the shields themselves, and then the artilleries, and then, you know, just doing overall a bunch of damage to it. And as of right now, like, these weapons are, of course, they're not bad. Like, if I had this exact setup all the way into the flagship, we would be okay. Like, it wouldn't be bad. It's just that ideally, by the time we get to the flagship, we'll obviously won't really need to be using a coup kill beam. we'll might maybe even use a regular beam just for the sake of more damage. And obviously having better, stronger auxiliary systems, maybe having stronger crew, because ideally I think I'd probably replace like one of these rocks, or this ran through with a separatist, maybe replace this human with a slug, you know, having a slug pilot, but you know, that's obviously not really in my control as of now, so those are just the general plans of how I want to take how I want to approach Sector 8. Oh yeah, we're gonna just mind control that human soldier, just have him fight in the auctionless environment. Hopefully this doesn't land. Nice. Okay, nice. I might as well go for the kill here, because, like, I mean, I pretty much lose nothing by just getting the fuel. Maybe we can cloak this ASP. Nice. And we get the crew kill as well. We're gonna wait a few extra seconds just so my cloaking comes off cooldown as we going to go to the next sector and potentially fight the god, which is Republican Zone and Hunting Grounds. I think we'll do Republican Zone. Free mantises are kind of annoying to fight, like on the anti-boarding side, so we'll go to Republican Zone. Plus leeches are pretty easy to fight and crew kill. Jesus Christ, 2 shield layers. I think what's this, Sector 5, right? Okay, they're gonna board me with 3 people. That's kind of funny. They do have invasion tactics, so I guess it's not. I'm gonna let the rock in so he suffocates himself as well. Nice, flag 3. It sells more than the phaser, it looks like. Yep, so place that. Okay, hopefully we got a store like right here. Oh, yeah. Oh, I just, oh, but for some reason I thought there was like a unique sector. I just realized it said sale. Derp. Okay. Looks like we got a pretty good path, so we'll take this store, sell stuff, and then go up here, probably just fight the other stores. Don't really need them once we go to this one. No salvage mission required. There's hacking. And there's a missile. You know, as much as I want to, but sell these bombs, flak. Hacking being on the last system, just a bit extra fuel just because. Let's grab FTL, what is it called? FTL like hack jammer, is it? Yeah. And then let's grab 1 hacking upgrade. We'll sell the stunner and grab 1 power bar. Alright, so looks like we're done with this store. Let's just start taking fights. Get some scrap. I don't know, for some reason I thought this was like the whatchamacallit, the unique sector for the leeches. I don't know why I read it as that. It's just kind of did. They cannot harm me, funnily enough, so. Looks like they will get a guy back. Oh wait, I just realized I had a shield hack. Okay, they definitely can't hurt me if I'm not paying attention. But they have a level 1 hack, so the chances of that are pretty low. Okay, we're just gonna mind control the leech so he stays in that room and then dies. There's a power bar. I think up next we'll grab the weapon upgrade for the heavy laser. A lot of good fights here, so let's take this one first. Attack the cargo ship. Ideally we bio-kill this, but you know, it's not I'm gonna hack this just because they kind of got 2 missiles. I'm actually gonna let them into the engines and then mind control. Put this guy in. Let them fight in the deoxygenated environment. Okay, weapons are fully down. This kind of sucks that the leeches will heal though. They will die though, so it doesn't really matter. Easy. Alright. 2 asteroid fields. Asteroid field. I think I'll do asteroid fields and then hit the stores here. Oh, let's just attack. You should not need to hack here. Did I say hack already? Whatever. As long as that kernel goes off, it doesn't. Okay, we'll hack. Just I don't want to take damage. Double fire is pretty nice. We're gonna need to send a person over here to deal with this rock though. Yeah, they'll turbo back. Okay. Next fight. Got the another asteroid field. No, you smell bad. I might just let the cultivator die and just refresh his health. Because why not? Oh shit, get out of there. Whoops. What the hell? I'm being trolled. Over here. Clone those guys. Alright. If I wasn't an asteroid field, I would upgrade for the weapon, but you know, we're gonna go to the store pretty soon here, so yeah, let's go here. Don't litter. Looks like on the board, obviously. I think after the weapon upgrade, I'll go for a higher level mind control effect. He won't go back. Nice. Use him for biofuel. I don't want to leech on my ship. Alright, let's see. If this is an easy fight, I'll just take it. Oh, 2 missiles. Meh. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't have anything to sell, do I? No, I don't think I do. Yeah, let's just take this fight then. Let's just hack for simplicity. Those missiles do not go off at the same time, which is kind of unfortunate, but... Okay, the other slug is there. He's gotta be low health for sure, yeah. The other one died, I'm pretty sure, when I swiped downwards there. Yeah, I don't have any, yeah, no sellable. Okay, that was the correct choice then. Alright, let's grab the weapon upgrade, and then the mind control upgrade. And then, yeah, let's try to avoid that ASP. Let's go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 maybe? Yeah, because with the nebula jumps, the jumps will be smaller, so should be able to take 7. Yeah, easy fight. Probably don't even need to hack this one, thanks to the heavy laser. Let's charge up 4 shots though. Oh, I just realized the beam. Hopefully it goes off. Yeah. I guess yeah, I probably should have cloaked the ion, because the missile is almost guaranteed to go offline. So, what the hell, my dog just ran across the room. Yeah, he saw something. Okay, I don't really know where they are, to be honest. So, let's try to get medbay down. Okay, one of them isn't there. Alright, that's good. It's just because without like a life-form scanner, like you can obviously see the doors where they're going in between rooms, but how to tell like exactly what the health is, you know, like what the behavior is based on their health. So I'm obviously not gonna go for life-form scanner just for that, but I guess nothing I really need to upgrade for now. Actually, let's just go ion field. Just I don't know, just cause I feel like I want to upgrade for something. Okay, easy fight against ghosts. Let's see where the ghosts can go. Mind control. Just have them fight there, I don't care. Alright, up next we got like a empty nebula, not empty, but a standard nebula, and then 5 jumps here. Ignore, because we can't do anything with it. They got mind control. What level is it? Level 1, okay. I just ignore it then. I'll mind control their pilot. So that we get a guaranteed hit off. Alright, up next we got... Should I go to this? Wait, what's an empty white beacon distresses in leech sectors? I think it's like the raid the cache or something, right? Where it's like a hull damage for a weapon. Yeah, I guess we can do that. Oh no, it could be another man, they give the cargo. Just kill them. Fire to weapons. Fine by me, we kill children regularly. All you gotta do is kill this one leech, and then we move on with a double reward. Kind of a dumb, bad weapon, but yeah, I guess we don't really need to see this one beacon, so let's just go over here. Okay, let's go engines, and then I think up next we'll do like weapon performance upgrades, just cause. Destroy the station. Of course they got a battle drone. With this mate crew though, it should be pretty easy. And because they have a station, because they are a station, they have no dodge, so we definitely don't need to hack here. Just full send into the weapon system. Of course the missile stays on. It could burn down though. It's not gonna burn down, oh well. I'll get another cloak off though, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay, well, I guess they never have weapons again. Oh, whoops, I thought I could get the cheeky shot off before they cloaked again. I'm gonna cloak just so this guy doesn't void me. Bitch, did it anyway. Alright, I guess just weapon performance. I mean, what else do I really need, right? at this point. Well, I mean, other than a 4th tier layer, which is pretty much going to be a free grab once I save more scrap for, you know, weapons and stores and whatnot. So I don't need to go for the 4th tier layer yet. Yeah, I'm just gonna hack this. These guys have 2 missiles. I probably should have done 1 shot into whatchamacallit, shields first, but yeah, let's just leave. I don't know, it's not really worth staying up. I don't know why I really hacked if I wasn't even gonna plan on staying. You guys can duke it out. Sure, accept him, and he's pretty much just strictly better than the regular Vampweed, so yeah, I guess, well, he is pilot controlled, piloting, whatever, piloting trained, but I'll just put him on shields just because his ability is quite helpful for the anti-boarding, so okay, they don't have any missiles, so this should be a pretty easy fight, as long as I get some dodges. Yeah. Maybe even be able to get the fuel out of this. Nice. I mean, since we're at the beacon, we might as well take the fight, right? You know, just for the fuel and the you know, non-zero addition to our score at the end of the run. Okay, up next we got the hacked Union sector and the Geniocracy Coreworlds. They're about the same in scrap value, and given that, you know, Sector 8 has the same exact choices, both paths, we might as well go to the Shell sector. Shells are pretty easy to crew kill as well, like, you know, by anti-bio standpoints, so yeah, we don't really want a mind control to pilot. Hopefully this shows them board somewhere important. Yeah, that's not really important for them. For me rather. They have a 4-shot laser. Hopefully they miss 1 shot. Of course not. Hotkeys are kind of messing up. I don't really want to hack, so just the power hacking. I should not need it here. They have kind of a low hull and a level 3 fucking bombe. I just noticed. Looks like the ASB is coming early too, but it misses, so. Okay, let's hopefully get this Cornbay off. Damn, bro. Okay. I still should not need to hack, so. And which one? This is the teleporter. I probably could have used that mind control on one of them instead of one of my guys, but I'm pretty sure they only have 3 crew left. I assume I killed one, yeah, with the beam itself. Oh wow, look how kind of beam. Oh, bruh. Okay, he should move, yeah. I thought 2 of those shots would hit. With 45% evasion, surely we don't get trolled, right? Oh, we got partially trolled. That fight would have been much easier had it just, you know, hacked, but I don't really want to use hacking unless I absolutely have to, so. Oh, wow, what a gross layout, but I should be, I remember to get all my jumps here, but the layout kind of sucks. We don't really need stores, but we might as well visit them since we got nothing better to do. Leave this room, keep him in oxygen, and suffocate him. He should just die, to be honest, from that. There's the shells. They're gonna explode. Or just the one guy, rather. Hit, maybe? I didn't see them charging up an Alpha Strike. Just close that just for simplicity. Okay, there's more breaches somewhere. I don't know where there. I think there's multiple. There's more though. Yeah, there's more. Honestly, I'm just gonna buy breach sealant though. It's kind of important. Not important, but it's kind of, you know, might as well grab it at this point. I doubt I'll be able to see. Well, I'll probably. There's gonna be 2 or 3 stores, obviously, and I will see at least one. You know, just given how the layout. But I'm not gonna really bank on the stores having anything I want. So let's just grab for more fights. Go for more fights rather. Up next, I'll buy Lifeform Scanner. Just, I don't know, just cause. Could have already bought it to be honest, but. Next shot will go into shields again, and then one into Clone Bay. There should be 2 shells dead. Maybe even the 3rd one. Ah, there's one more left alive. I think he's in Clone Bay. Unless I spawned a breach in Clone Bay. Okay. I don't know where he was, but he was somewhere. Alright, let's just go Lifeform Scanner, Respirators just cause, and the 2nd level of weapons. And then now we just wait for like 4th shield layer, I think. Enough of the internal upgrades for now. Free scrap. I think let's go up and around. He's only level 1 mind control. Yeah, might as well let him pound it. We can mind control one of their guys on our volley. Nice. Anti-hull 1, it's an alright weapon, not bad. This could be the special event of the sector. It is. They shells don't deserve this. It's kind of an annoying fight to whatchamacall, to engage in, but the crew kind of suck though. I failed the 50-50. Let's hack then, because we failed the 50-50. Looks like they have a maintenance drone. Yeah. So I doubt this will be a crew kill unless we get some. Yeah, that maintenance drone as I predicted. Okay, keep the NG in there so that when we break the system, he dies with it. Nice. Unfortunately, we do not need you, but, you know, you're welcome for the help. Alright, ESP fight, kind of lame. Let's see. So it's about 6 jumps. Well, with 2 non-fleet jumps, this is 5 jumps. So let's just go straight for the path. Just grab this. We'll get another cloak off. Should not need mind control in this fight. They only have 1 real weapon. Don't mind control my pilot. Alright, ASB came fast. What the hell was that? Oh, the elite shell was exploding. I heard like 5 breaches go off. I was like, what the fuck? Alright. Attack. I guess attack the clansmen. I don't know. Doesn't really matter either way. No, I've been saying, hey, this guy is good for anti-boarding. I bet, like, you know, with his active ability, I haven't even used him yet. Probably because I haven't had to, but, you know. Level 1 cloaking pretty much guarantees that we have an easy time bio killing. Okay, well, especially if he's using the board. He's gonna use his He uses a anti-bio bomb though. Alright, no stores, so let's just go for the second fourth shield layer. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay. Let's just do that. I guess we could go and clone this rock. Just because, you know, I'm not going to do anything else. Two power bars. Ooh, the store's there, but yeah, it's kind of an annoying backtrack. Let's just not. Looks like I'm going to be bored. Oh, they don't have boarding. Usually this layer has boarded, like the teleporter, like right here, but I guess they didn't roll it this time. Usually, you know, like I said, they roll it, but they did roll medical. Alright, unlucky, empty beacons. I guess I could go back here once I reach the exit beacon and then we hit the store. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It'll be close, but I think it works because of the nebula jumps. Quick, grab the free weapon. Yeah, if they're dead, they won't need it. I think that event changed. It used to be like, it was like a scrapyard or something. It wasn't like floating throughout the air and then like you then fought them for it. I don't know. It just feels different, that event. Okay. Okay, there's a store here anyway, so we probably won't need to backtrack. Just attack the mercenaries. These guys I don't need anything from them. Don't need any services. Gonna let my volley fully charge up. Use mind control. Kind of a bad mind control, but okay, bomb didn't go anywhere. Alright. Pirate store. Let's see. I guess I could use a traveler's booth just for like extra fleet delay next sector. Why not? Second charge laser, analyze, charge 2 laser rather. So repair to full. Scythe is not that bad of a beam, but I don't really particularly care for it. So let's sell you, sell you, let's sell you. I mean, side grading for Corbin from Corbin to Rad Laser just seems kind of like pointless. I mean, like I can already just use Corbin if I want, you know, if I want crew kills. So let's just not go for it. Let's go a bit more internal upgrades. Let's grab performance upgrade on the backup battery, and then what else? Anything else really? I don't know. This just before I forget later on. All right. I might be able to backtrack and visit one of those jumps at the bottom, but I doubt it will. I doubt I'll even care to. So yeah, they pretty much are gonna have a very hard time landing shots on me. So excuse me. Pretty easy fight. This Corbin has had a lot of value since we got it for free in, like, was it Sector 2? Was it? Or I think it was Sector 1, actually. Yeah, I guess oh yeah, this is actually pretty easy. Grab the oh, well, actually, 1, 2, yeah, it's actually pretty easy. Grab an extra fight, and then hit the store. They got a Volge. It's funny. I don't know why, but I feel like I see Volge, like, I don't want to say common, but I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a weapon with a rarity of 5, even for the, is there anything I can, special things? No, just buy nothing. I feel like the Volge is actually kind of common. I don't know, I feel like I see it a lot, like in both in my own stores and on the enemy. So, I guess I could grab one of these weapons for against flagship, but given that we have another sector plus sector 8 itself, I probably don't need to grab any of these weapons. Stiletto is a really nice weapon for this a very nice supplement for this volley. It's very high targeted system damage, but we'll find something that's useful. We don't really need doors upgrade. Let's grab cloaking. Actually, yeah, let's grab cloaking 3. I won't be able to upgrade for it, but you know, when I do get the power, I'll get it. Okay, auto ship, kind of annoying to fight, but I probably should just leave this fight, to be honest. But we're gonna go for it. The joke's on them, I can bio kill them. Of course, full miss. Ooh, 60% chance. This is still safe enough to go for. Okay, well, they can hit me for 1 damage now. Looks like they're gonna hit me with the ESB, yeah. Okay, this was not a worthwhile trade. I mean, I'm kind of like sunken cost fallacy now, so I might as well commit to the rest of the fight. God damn it, dude, stop fucking going to my piloting. And hitting their shots. Oh my god, that hit through cloaking too. Okay, if this pilot like gets hit again, he's gonna die. I mean, we have Clone Bear obviously, but oh, what an annoying fight. The first volley missing was kind of annoying. Well, not annoying, but it was what made the fight difficult as it was. Coalition Stronghold and Spectral Wastelands. Coalition Stronghold is a better sector than the Wastelands in scrap potential. The Wastelands could give us a bit of Aether Tech though, but the Wastelands, I guess I could go for Havoc guys in the Wastelands. But the thing is, the Coalition Stronghold does have the reroute, but we're going for Sector 8, so no reroute. So it's going for no reroute. I think the Wastelands it's about equal. Like, it's hard. I don't know. I think with fleet delay, from the augment, we'll go to the Wastelands. From the the augment I grabbed from the pirate store. We now have to go repair the the engines though. Oh shit. Should still be a pretty easy bio kill. All we gotta do is really shoot down weapons. Nice. Alright, next shot is lethal. Ransua is not very important. Okay, wow, that's, oh my god, that's a lot of, that's a lot of outside of the nebula beacons in the Wastelands. Jesus. Well, because three of them are the ruins, and one of them is the scripted event for the Ghostbuster rebels. But like, Jesus, look at this. Oh my god, there's only supposed to be like 4 or 5, right? Wow, that's funny. I guess we'll go to all of them. Why not, right? Let's just scan. Wow, yeah, another missile I could grab and use. So Rancia, just go for repairs. Yeah, there's nothing else I really need. Power bar, and then go for backup battery level 2. Stay away. I don't. This event doesn't do anything for me. Okay, here's 1 ruins. There's a 1 in 5 chance, I believe. 1 in 6 chance, maybe. Well, I think that there's 2 Aether Tech drops, so it's. I just realized I have 5 shield layers. Well, so hacking shields. 2 in 7 chance because there's 2 different drops for Aether Tech, and the rest of them are like just kind of whatever. Yeah, we missed all the shots on shields, but we did hit cloaking, so. The Vulcan is charged up, but unfortunately it's not going to do them a whole lot of good. Hermes, not that bad of a drop. Let's go up on the backside and scrap it. Go for weapons next, and then 1 point to the shields. Dynasty, that's kind of good. Yeah, let's go here, then Dynasty, then up. Another ruins, so the chance at Aether Tech. I'll try this fight without hacking first, and then if I need it, I'll use the hack. I don't need it. Stunner. Dynasty for the fleet delay. You know, once we win the fight. Oh shit. I guess we're all chilling here now. Waiting for the guy's mind control to expire. I guess I should have shot a shot. Should have shot a bullet. Should have shot a shot. It's kind of funny to say. Into their weapons so that it reduces the likelihood to take hull damage. Yeah, they'll get another cloak off, but that's okay. Fleet delayed by 1. It does give me a map too, so these could be the Ghostbusters, but these could be them as well. So I guess we just go up here. Another ruins. I think we go into shields first, because they have a pretty bad volley, more or less. And they only have cloak 1, so we fire pretty easily. We get our volleys off pretty easily. I expect them to go back into that room. Engines upgrade. Not bad, not terrible, I guess. Gives us exactly enough power to run this setup. Obviously, the level of mind control would be ideal, and you know, more buffers all around. No, we don't want ghosts on our ship. Okay, stores down there. We get like halfly full on cargo, so probably like some kind of path like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, let's do that. No, we do not care about mercenaries. Oh no, my oxygen. What am I gonna do about that? The bile kills have been really nice this run, to be honest. I could have dropped it off a while ago, but I just figured, you know, hey, might as well go for the extra scrap, right? Or, you know, while we're at it. This is Orchid gonna go. Alright. This could be another ruins. It's not. Okay, if you're gonna hang out on oxygen, be my guest. Okay, next we'll go to shields. Surely one of these shots misses. Yeah. Whoops. Forgot their Quabbin only has hull repair. That's a really good job. It's 47 scrap. Hey, Ghostbusters. Alright. So we can go down to the store and then back up to the quest. How might NG get out of engines? Oh, I think he got mind controlled. And I didn't move him back into position. Just gonna go all in on shields. Getting that cloak off, but yeah, it's kind of over. I think there's a fire in there. Is there? Why did they depower this weapon? I guess we'll never know. It's kind of weird. I think there might have been like a 1-tile fire in there, which is why it turned off, because it turned on the basic laser instead. Excuse me. I guess I'm getting caught in my throat. Oh, I should cloak that. Just go over here and duke it out. Shields first, just because they have a pretty piss poor volley that we don't need to shoot down. I mean, eventually we gotta shoot down that camaraderie, but not now. Alright, 222 scrap. Probably like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, looks good to me. Let's fight one of the stronger ships. They have a kind of a good volley, so we'll just shoot their weapons first. They only have a level 1 cloaking as well, so yeah. Think we can kill him before his thing goes off? Yeah. Alright, from here it's just an easy bio kill. Nice. I think we have exactly 4, yeah, full cargo. So yeah. One more fight, then store, then an exit, and then up towards the quest. They have a pretty bad volley, so just go for shields first. I wasn't expecting that to hit. It's like perfectly timed with the beam drone too. I kind of figured because my engines had depowered because of backup battery, but I was like there's no way this times out that well. Alright, store, and then elsewhere. Dock, yeah, because now this will be a guaranteed fight once I once I go to leave. So we can, let's see here. Oh, I didn't mean to, I instinctively pressed J because I was thinking, I still had the sector map ready to see, but I obviously didn't. It's fine, we can just finish off this fight and still have access to the store. Because they don't have dodge chance, we can go for weapons pretty easily. I will shoot one shot into cloaking though, just for the sake of them having level 3 cloaking. It looks like got fire in there as well. Yeah, that's a good weapon. Alright, sell hull repair, because we're not gonna need hull repair. Can't use it. Let's go for some upgrades first things first. Maybe not engines. Probably these two. Yeah. Okay, so what should we go for here? Should we kind of drop the crew killing act? Probably, because it's what? Yeah, Sector 7. We're not going to need a crew kill the flagship, so at this point you can just go for like maximum, you know, benefit towards killing the flagship, so we don't really need the missile, we don't need the ion, we don't need this. It's kind of the only weapon I'd be worth running as of now. Like, this isn't a bad weapon either. It's good for like having the alpha strike on the flagship shields. It's actually, you know, now I mention it, it's pretty. It times out with the rest of my volley pretty much the same as well, more or less, right? Yeah. Yeah, let's. That's actually a better idea in my opinion, because this is a lot of burst damage through here. So, God, the dogs are looking at me again. Like, I had just taken them out like, geez, like an hour ago. Right. I think we don't need any upgrades here. I guess I can grab some. I don't know, some of them I didn't grab earlier. grabbing these, like the pilot upgrade that gives me reactor power into my engines, and I don't even have a crew member that provides that. I guess a mind control buffer, just cuz, and then let's go to these next few jumps. I guess, of course, I could have kept the core bin a little bit longer just to make these fights crew kills, but nah. That's kind of a good showcase of why this is a good weapon for nuking shields. The fire chance plus the 5 system damage. I guess this still is a crew kill, but not gonna bother. Alright, this fight, and then we go back up to the quest. I don't know, NG back, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Oh, I kinda timed that out wrong. I should have fired the one laser, then mind control, then shot at the rest of my volley. Alright. Now we just want scrap, we don't care about the human. Alright, let's go back up to the quest. It should be a pretty easy fight to take, so the weapons are pretty bad. Yeah, we time out pretty pissly. We have plenty of evasion to go around. It's just be a free feel. Well, if I dodge, it's even more free. Wait, what? Wasn't my cloaking active? Wait, am I tripping? Yeah, we're gonna have to look at that in replay. Oh, I think, wait, the NG was mind controlled, right? Because I don't think I cloaked late. I must have just gotten the unlucky, like, 97% dodge. Failure to dodge. Alright, wait for cloaking to come back. And then we go to the boss. Or the quest. It is a boss, but not really that impactful of one. I kind of want to hack teleporter just to make it simpler. Plus, I don't really need to hack shields, so. Pretty easy fight from here. Proton pack, which I won't have a use for, but alright, anyway, exit beacon and then sector 8. Could be another fight you can take. Weapon hack though. Well, I mean, I have so many resources at this point, it doesn't even matter, so might as well just use them to get extra fuel and score. Kinda cloaked a little early, but cloak now. looking all right for the flagship, for sure. But obviously we have to go through the MFK aces and whatnot first. The main problem is the anti-boarding, I feel, and more of like an alpha strike volley, because we kind of are a little weak against MFK aces specifically. Human soldiers and whatnot are easy, but the aces are going to be the problem. Just have the Separatist leave the room. He doesn't need to be in there. Well, I guess he's dying. Oh, wow. Oh, damn, I didn't expect the cloaking to come back. Okay, he needs to go over here. Again, hacking would make this fight like a lot simpler, but like, I don't know. Why spend the drone pots right now? A fire should take care of the homies, yep. Plus the spread. Yeah, okay, shields are gone. Alright, Tully's not gonna give us anything. Wow, we really didn't have that high of notoriety this one, I guess. Okay. Sector map, did look around at the stores. This merchant, wow, right off the bat. Let's take one fight and then go to the merchant. Okay, I will hack weapons for this one though, because they have multiple sources of painful missiles. Oh, whoops, I just realized I hacked and then cloaked. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. I will take probably some hull damage here, but oh well. Oh, whoops. Didn't realize the guy would die that quick. Energy charger, not a particularly helpful weapon. Merchants, sell missiles. We don't need missiles. Okay, another weapon for the, I don't know, improve the volley. What could we use? We're not gonna use proton pack. I guess at this point we could get rid of this and just go for long range jump. Go for a few minute upgrades here. Got nothing else to spend it on really, so a tinfoil array requires, well, we do have level 3 mind control, so I guess I can go and buy it. Hacking is we don't need. No, we don't need that. But maybe we get a combat alchemy. We can use emergency generator. All right. I kind of like the idea of particle accelerator, but hull laser 2 is probably just the better choice, right? Just more damage, yeah. Plus it's 3 shots, so more damage, just more stats. We'll go to a repair station, a couple more fights, and then we'll fight the flagship. Probably should put the anti-hull like there now. The third in line for the volley to fire. Oh, he didn't die. I thought he would die. guess some suffocating MFKs isn't ideal, but yeah, whatever. Kill him off quickly. Bruh, he's still alive. Alright. Couple more fights and then flagship. We'll shoot most of volley into weapons, and one into hacking. This is gonna do damage. Alright. Cycler module. Kind of wish it was something like a magnetic payload, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. I think there's a way to get this fight without the ASB. To be honest, I just don't remember which one. Because they have the ASB though, I'm just gonna hack so I don't take hull damage from anything. Alright, I think it's flagship time. Kinda wish my crew a bit more topped off on health, but you know, it's okay. I mean, I guess I could take just a jump just to heal them up, but I won't need it. Between mind control and, okay, let them go in there. Actually, wait, go in here and fight them in the airlock. Hack now. Probably should have hacked right away, but yeah, not that important. Okay, missing the missile kind of sucks, but we will take damage now, which is okay. 2 hits is okay. In pretty non-vital systems as well. Could probably get like 1 or 2 more crew kills. Nice. Ideally, we leave 1 guy left alive. So let's do something like this. We're gonna let 1 guy leave. Honestly, you guys can fight each other, I don't really care. Okay. So let that guy fully die. The guy who is in the flagship, and then we'll move on. 2 hull damage phase 1 is pretty good. Considering we can just pretty much repair it right away. Take this 1 fight. Repair once. And then when we go back to the base, we'll get another repair. Actually, we want on the base beacon itself, so probably not, but you know, we'll get a repair. It's not a big deal either way. I guess I don't have to cloak that, but I did anyway. FTL charging, huh? With FTL jamming, it's gonna take them a while though, so it's not that big of not much of a concern. Wow, that's a lot of shards coming in. Alright, back to the base. Oh, okay, they fixed that. It used to be where if you were on the base already before like that repair thing came in, it would like override the repair from happening, even if you like, you know, you didn't actually get the repair yet. So, but it looks like that was changed, so it's kind of nice. You know, on my regular runs, in my, you know, in the vast majority of my channel, I don't, you know how rarely I go to the Sector 8, like the regular one? I pretty much always have somewhere else to go, like a reroute or, you know, some like true ending path maybe. Okay, we're gonna wait for the hacking to land and then land our own hacking. Hacking onto piling is kind of bad. Okay, we disabled missiles right away, which is good. Cloak now. Okay, careful not to kill the soldier. We can disable hacking so he can leave without dying. If we kill the soldier, the flagship's AI mode will turn on, which we don't really want. Yep. Alright, looks like that's about it. I mean, I guess I could go to the store, sell the cycler mod. And then just, I don't know. We don't have enough for the engines, the last pip of engines, unfortunately, but that's okay. I don't have an arm, right? Okay, so I figured. So, yeah, it's basically nothing I can upgrade for here. We won't need mind control, so we can just power up engines all of the way. This will obviously be the most difficult stage, but, you know, we're not gonna die. We'll just probably take a decent amount of hull damage. Because of the 10-second, you know, initial cloak, then I have to shoot through the super shield, then I have to hack into their shield system, so it'll be kind of a tedious fight, but you know, well, you know, what else can I do? So I'm gonna turn auto fire on and just basically full send into shields. Guess send people out to go repair. Okay, that's fine hit. It's a bad hit. There should be enough time, enough leeway. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And then next volley, we'll disable the flagship super shield. It's kind of some unlucky hits, but not that big of a deal. Okay, the heavy laser missed, unfortunately. Have a bit more hull damage than I was expecting, but you know, what can you do? This cluster bomb has hit like almost every shot. Alright, we've stabilized. 6 hull damage is kind of annoying, but that's kind of what happens without any kind of cloaking counter. Then we can finish off by crew killing the last guy. GG. That was a pretty laid back run. I mean, by my standards, it's a pretty boring run, but you know, that's kind of what the guide was just meant to be. You know, up to Sector 8 path, my personal build order, what I would suggest for people to you know, new beginners and intermediate players to use, and yeah, 9,000 score for a normal Sector 8 is honestly, it's not that bad. It's a little low, but you know, no reroutes, no cure, no nothing. So, you know, I would say about average, maybe a bit low, but you know. Anyway, yeah, that was the guide. I mean, I'm gonna be brutally honest with myself. That was probably a pretty shitty guide, but I mean, I kind of anticipated that this was going to happen by the time I like actually executed the video itself. You know, the run and publishing the not publishing, but recording my commentary on it and whatnot.
maybe I've mentioned it before in previous commentaries, but it's like, I was gonna save this for. I was gonna not talk about this at all, but I figured since we're at the end of the video, there's not much to talk about. I guess not much else, remaining to talk about. My commentary in general is just I don't want to say lackluster. I honestly don't just know how to do it. I mean, when I play games and when I do like focus on a lot like on tasks, when I do things, like errands or chores or like schoolwork, onwards from that. I don't really I don't talk. Like, I just kind of silently do my own stuff. Like when I'm playing, I guess we go back to the gaming stuff. Like when I play multiplayer games, when I obviously played single player games, I'm not commentating or talking to myself as I play. I just, I just do, right? Because for me, communication and just language in general is a lot more difficult than texting and typing and just doing whatever I'm doing. It takes a lot of extra effort to speak, to articulate and phrase English words at the same time as I'm playing FTL, for example, or maybe I don't know, commentating on something else, or maybe I'm playing a video game, a multiplayer game, whatever it is. Just talking as I do it just kind of lowers my performance, I feel like. So I mean, the run itself was fine. It wasn't like I did a bad display of me playing a run. It was more just I didn't really do much of a guide, to be honest. But I mean, I did this whole thing, and this is the first take I've done in probably I don't know, 7 attempts, but not really attempts. The more I spoke in the intro for 5 minutes and realized, well, I just did a whole bunch of nothing burgers. So, but anyway, we're just gonna wrap it up here. This is part 1 of the guide. Probably could have been more for what it was worth. I think for what this part 1 was worth, it was fine, but I do kind of wish I was a bit more in depth between, I don't know, the mid-late game. I feel like I just kind of ran out of shit to say in the mid-late game. I don't know, when I started just crew killing vessels without without even using hacking, mind control, maybe in once every few fights, it was I just kind of I didn't have anything to say, it was just simply just shoot the ship and use my bile beam to get crew kills. I don't know, there wasn't really much to commentate on, but anyway, for what it's worth, I think this is a good run to have. So, if you enjoyed, like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions or discussion points you want to bring up, please post those in the comment section. I would love to read and respond to what people say, and I hope you enjoyed the video for what it was. I will plan to have part 2 of the guide out. I'll say let's say a good flexible goal before the end of September. So right now, as I record this, it's the 29th of August. So let's say within a month from right now, within, not longer than. So I think realistically, I'll probably be able to get it out by about 14 days from the time this video goes up, not from now, but But anyway, yeah, that's kind of it. That's gonna be it for today. Thanks for watching, and take care.